Hi everyone, this is a quick video that we're going to do, just go through the answers from last lesson, and then I'm going to do a second video today as well where we talk you through what we want you to do in today's lesson. So this is just work I set last lesson. Now you don't have to print it out, you can just do the work in your exercise book. I know most of you have been doing that, but I've obviously printed it out so I can write on it. So what I want you to do is get last lesson's work out and leave this video on, and then you can actually mark it. And if you've got a green pen, even better, but if not, just use whatever you've got to hand. So first question was this one here. It just basically asks you which one of these pictures is correct for this shape. It's kind of like a little L shape, but it also sticks up. So it's definitely not that one. It's definitely not that one. It's definitely got this kink in it. And it's just which one is correct out of those two, which I think is actually quite hard to work out. And I think the correct answer is that one. I think this one is slightly wrong, but really hard to spot. So if you just turn that around, this cube here is in the wrong place. It would need to be there. All right, so that's the correct answer was C. So we've got to move on, and it just says Google what a cuboid is. So I'm interested to hear what you found out as for a cuboid. It depends on what you found, what website you found. My little definition for a cuboid is that it's like a cube, but more like a rectangle, because it is a 3D shape, which has which looks like a cube, but it might be longer in one dimension than the others. So I always think about a cuboid as like a 3D rectangle. Now that's not the proper definition for it. You probably found something a little bit more fancy than that from Google, but it works for me. And by the way, a cube is a type of cuboid. So here we've got some shapes. Now definitely that shoebox is a cuboid. And then this book is also a cuboid. It's a very flat cuboid, but I think it is actually a 3D rectangle. I'm not really sure. I mean, the toaster is, but obviously it's got a few bits sticking out and stuff like that, but generally that's a cuboid. Baked beans is definitely not, because it's curved. This strange sort of octagon, 3D octagon thing here isn't, I don't even know what it was supposed to be. Some sort of round thing, so definitely not. Toblerone is not a cuboid. Cheese is not quite a cuboid because it's not a rectangle. It has to be a rectangle on all the faces. Similarly on the roses, can you see that it's not quite a rectangle? It's smaller at the bottom than it is at the top, so it's not a 3D rectangle. All the faces have to be rectangles or squares. So I got yes, 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 and no, 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 all around the edge. Can you write down one other object in your house which is a cuboid? Hopefully you all had some examples of other things. I mean, I've got a textbook next to me, that's a cuboid. Loads of other things just looking around. I mean, my desk is pretty much a cuboid as well. All right, so I asked you to do a My Maths lesson, but I didn't ask you to do the homework that went with that, so it's just a learning thing. And then I asked you to do this activity where you're counting the squares. And I can guarantee that you will have made a few mistakes here, so please listen carefully to the answers. So this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then another row of 8. So I'm thinking that one has 16 cubes. And then this one here, well actually let's do them in order. So B is this one next. Now this is the one I think where there'll be some mistakes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now if you wrote 13, which I imagine quite a few people did, that's not right, because there are some that you can't see. The way to do this is to think about it as layers. So the top layer has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The next layer would also need to have 8. So in total, that would have 16 squares in it. That's C. C is a bit easier because it's just one big long thing. It's just going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then D, again, there's no hidden things on D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So instead of counting them all on D, I'm going to do 3 times 6, which is 18. Obviously, you could count them all if you wanted to. I'm going to use that trick on some of the others as well. So 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So that's the same as that one. And then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 times 7 is 14. So there you go. There's all the answers to that. Next one is more difficult because there's lots of cubes that you can't see. So again, I'm going to do it in layers. So the top layer has 6, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. So 6 times 4 is 24. And in this one, the top has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and there are 2 layers, so that's 28. This, the top has 9, and there are 3 layers, so 9 times 3 is 27. And this one's kind of sneaky because you have to use slices that start at this end and work your way through. So each slice is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there are 10 slices, so I think that is 80. So that question there is actually quite hard. Please make sure you've understood that before we move on. Don't worry if you've got a few mistakes there. And this one is even harder because there are some missing cubes and really hard to spot. Basically, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this L shape, but then there'll be another L shape there as well, and there's one missing, so that's 2 lots of 5, so I think that's 10. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to count how many are on this front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to times it by 2 because there's 2 layers. So that's 12 times 2 is 24. And then this one I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the end here. And then I've got 3 of those. So that's 30. And then I'm going to do this the other way. I'm going to start on the top and I'm going to go down. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then how many layers have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 layers of 3. So I've got 15, 5 layers of 3. So there you go. There's your answers to all of the questions from today's, from last lesson. Please mark it, and then you can watch the next video on what we're going to do today. All right.